Hello everyone, my name is Zina, I'm 14 and I'm a feminist. A lot of people will say that at 14 we're too young to think about this, but let me remind you that we are the future of this world. If there is something that I really hate and that I want to change, is the inequalities between humans. And of course we can't talk about inequality without talking about inequality of the sexes. We're in 2021. And there's still a lot of inequalities between genders in the whole world, and no country can say that they have achieved gender equality yet. Let me remind you that women and girls represent half of the world population, consequently half of its potential. To all people saying that a woman can't be a CEO, a woman can do as well as a man. Around the world, there are women who are not paid the same as their male counterparts for the same work. And I found this absolutely unfair. Have you ever noticed that since we're young, we've got sexist ideas put in our head? For example, the girl toys were kitchen and dolls, which correspond to look after the kid and do the cooking. And these activities have long been what a perfect woman should do. Then the boys' toys were guns and car, which correspond to work outside and ride a car. No, that's not true. A girl can play with a car and a boy can play with a doll. For example, when I was younger, I didn't like playing with dolls, so for all of my birthdays, I've asked for cars. And all people around me, except some few members of my family, told me to not play with this because it's for boys. And since this time, and I was very young, I started questioning myself and I noticed all the inequalities between men and women. And since that time, I started listening to speeches about this, and I've decided that I was a feminist and I will fight for my rights, for women's rights. Discrimination against women persists in many areas through laws and policies, gender-based stereotypes, and social norms and practices. Every woman in the world ever already heard a sexist remark. For example, saying fighting like a girl is sexist, even if women fight very well. They fight for their rights and against the look of the society. We aren't born sexist. Sexism is learned. In my life, I heard a lot of time that what defines a woman is her body, her forms, and her face. And I rarely heard that what defines a woman is her intelligence or her capacity to fight for herself. And I find this very sad. Today in the world, 1 in 3 women has been victim of physical violence by their partner. No human deserves violence, and women are human, so they don't deserve violence either. 1 in 3 women experience sexual assault in their lifetime, but 99% of the rapists will never spend a day in prison. Recently, I heard a person saying to a minor girl who got touched by a 50-year-old man on her waist and her hips that they told her, "Why did you talk about it? It isn't like he raped you." Sexual assault doesn't mean rape. Touching without consent is sexual assault. Sending nude picture even though they told you to stop is sexual assault. There are women in the world who are not able to decide about the future. In 2016, there were an estimated 13.5 million women in the world who get into forced marriage, and 35% of the victims were under the age of 18. As a woman, I think that we all have the right to make decisions about our bodies and our life. Now, listen very carefully to what I'm going to say. If you drug or give alcohol to a person in order to have an intercourse, you're a rapist. If you continue even if your partner starts crying, you're a rapist. If you continue even if your partner tells you to stop, you're a rapist. If you touch or enter your partner while they're sleeping, you're a rapist. If you have blackmailed your partner for it, you're a rapist. If you took advantage of a drug or drugged person, you're a rapist. Can you imagine what a person can feel after being raped? The person feel weak and used. The person start questioning themselves. Was it the fault of the outfit, of the smile? No. Nothing can justify a rape except the rapist. And rapists rape people, not outfits. I've said a lot of things today, and I wish with all my heart that a lot of people will see this video and will fight with us. I remind you that men can fight for equality too. As Hillary Clinton said in 1999, women's rights are human rights. And today I say, we will fight until we win.